have had a lot of questions from some of my viewers about how my life has been after quitting my full time job, as well as some minimalist budget tips. So, in today's video, I will share how I'm able to live comfortably and pay for my expenses as a minimalist without my 7 to 5 job. So, if you're curious about minimalist budgeting or looking to quit living paycheck to paycheck, this video might resonate with you. As I shared in my previous videos, I left my full time teaching job 13 years ago to quit the rat race and build the life I've always wanted. It was not easy at first, at least financially. During the first 5 years as a freelancer, my income was quite low and unstable, and I was living paycheck to paycheck. But then again, money was tight even before I quit my job. So I did my best to reduce my expenses by simplifying my lifestyle. I downsized into a cheaper rental house, homeschooled my son to eliminate expensive tuition, maintained a food budget, minimized eating out, and quit shopping. I prioritized the essentials and temporarily held off on the rest until there's extra funds for them. While reducing my expenses, I worked on increasing my income to achieve my financial goals sooner. I got a higher paying part time job online, and then I decluttered my stuff and sold what I no longer needed. I started saving each month and stopped wasting money on certain things, which I'll talk more about in my next video. Just by making these changes, I stopped robbing my future self of a comfortable life I deserve. Every day we are faced with hundreds of micro decisions, and every decision adds up to large sums of money. So it is a matter of choosing what gives the highest return on our investment and forgoing the rest. I'm not an expert investor, and I made bad financial decisions in the past that caused me problems. But mistakes are good teachers, and it allows us to choose a different path that comes with better results. Aside from money, time is another important investment tool that we have. In fact, it is an even more limited resource since we can regain the money we lost, but we can never get back the time we have wasted. Like I said, I messed up a lot in the past that caused me to lose money and my precious time. So now I'm changing things by being more intentional with how I use both. Instead of buying brand new, I first look at online communities that exchange free or sell secondhand items. I have also been tracking my expenses so I know where my money goes and not be surprised at the end of each month. It requires time to research cheaper places to buy, and it takes time to constantly track my expenses and create a budget. It also takes time to learn new skills and explore business opportunities. But the time spent on doing these things helps me to save and make money both in the short term and the long term. And so for me, it's worth it. A minimalist philosophy helps me to improve my relationship with money. As philosopher Epictetus once said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. My partner and I have a combined income that can technically enable us to rent a bigger house or spend more on stuff. But we choose not to inflate our lifestyle in spite of that. We are content with what we have, and that's all that matters. I also realized that any type of job or business is not always guaranteed. Job loss and bankruptcy happen, and during the pandemic, many people, including myself, lost their sources of income. Living frugally in a country where the cost of living is cheap has been huge for our finances. My partner and I share our expenses 50-50, so per month we spend less than $400 in rent, about 280 in food, and yet we are able to enjoy a comfortable life with less money spent. A minimalist lifestyle has also been helping us to slowly pay off our debts. And of course, the goal is to not accumulate more debts afterwards. When we make a lot of money, it's tempting to upgrade our lifestyle. There's nothing wrong with wanting a comfortable life as long as it is within your budget. A minimalist lifestyle is not a destination, but an ongoing journey. Each day, I find myself decluttering certain aspects in my life, whether physical or mental clutter, that I have accumulated over the years or just recently. By constantly screening my possessions and what I let inside my space, I'm able to use my limited resources mindfully. Minimalist budgeting is not just about planning where I put my money. It's also how I use my limited time and energy towards what gives me genuine happiness and contentment. Thank you for watching this video. If you find meaning in my content, I hope you would consider subscribing as it encourages me to keep going. I appreciate your support and I hope this adds value to you. Wishing you a wonderful day or night and see you next time.